Good evening, Speed Gaming 2. Welcome to Speed Gaming Live Online, the Link to the Past Randomizer Open Spoiler Tournament. We've got our last match, our only match in the lower bracket round 1. This is Laoria versus freddyn3k. This is an elimination game. Loser is out of the tourney. Winner will be facing off with Fibonacci in the next round. I am Radical Sniper 99, joined tonight by Kazden with Iceman Tracking. Hello, Kazden.
Oh, hi.
Oh, hello. So, if you notice, we've got all the crystals and the pendants already marked. We've got the medallions marked. We know all this information because for the last 14, 15 minutes, our runners have been looking at the spoiler log. In that 15-minute period, they had to try to find all their stuff and figure out what to do and what they're going to do. So hopefully they've built the best routes possible through tonight's seed. Looks like we do not need an ice rod. We do not need to beat Pod, Desert, or TR.
Hey, cut out TR. That could be a quick seed.
It can. We still have Swamp Palace, which is generally believed to be one of the longer dungeons. Swamp Palace is always a little bit extra.
Depends always where boots are.
Yeah. So we've got Leo at least going, and she is off to the woods, or the Kakariko. I did not get a lot of time to look over the log tonight.
It was a little hectic, but we'll figure it out as we go. I'm going to guess we have some kind of good tree pull here. Saw Leo kill that enemy.
Yeah, we are heading into the thief drop here in Lost Woods. So probably our first major item is going to be here. Don't worry, stream. There is just a little bit of syncing going on, so Leo's stream will get going again momentarily. Freddy is going to show us that, well, tried to show us that tree pull. He did not get a kill.
That's what you call a tier 0 tree pull.
Yes. We do have a heart container at the mushroom. That is very nice. And there's our glove, our first glove. Nice.
If anyone's wondering why the timers are different, it's Freddy had his timer going during the log without a countdown, which is totally fine, but it's just 15 minutes, and we get bombs from that tier 1, so that's a nice...
Yeah, that's a very valuable tier 1. If Leo's thinking back of escape or something else, like she's got ways to do things, but she also has the ability to go into CAC with bombs, so... Freddy got his tier 1, or he's got his kill, so now he's going to go for a tree pull somewhere. Curious where he's going.
Grab Sankheart.
Yeah, I mean, cool.
Sure.
Got a bomb. Leo's into the back of the tavern, though. And there's all of our money probably for the seed, or at least a lot of our money for this seed.
Yeah, that's going to be a good chunk of it.
Like, depending on if we need Zora or something. No, we do not need King Zora, so we're fine. 300, that's okay. Like, realistically, we'd probably want more money for potions, potentially.
Yeah, I'm sure there'll be something that shows up. So we don't need Zora. It is interesting, though, because there is a sword. I did look that up on Zora Ledge. And if you don't need Zora, that's kind of out of the way. So not sure where the other 3 are.
Yeah, our other 3 swords...
Well, one of them we just saw Freddy grab from Saw's closet.
I would say the other 3, like Saha's hut being one of them,
better.
The other 2 are much better, definitely along the path, roughly. One of those being Mire Shed.
Okay.
So Mire Shed's definitely in the way. We're gonna get the flute. We're gonna get the mitts. We have to go to Mire. That's a really easy sword.
That one's happening. That's, I'm gonna guess, is probably gonna be our tempered.
The questionable of the swords left at that moment will be, do we hit the... Like, Zora Ledge is definitely probably a little further out of the way. The other option is Hammer Pegs.
Hammer pegs, okay.
And we've already got a hammer, so, like...
We already have a hammer, we have a glove, just need a moon pearl, and can go get that sword, really.
Yeah.
And we do have to do Thieves Town, so that's... We will need mitts for that. You said it's at Hammer Pegs, right?
Yes. But we need mitts for the other sword as well, so...
Yeah.
So far, Leo's up 300 rupees, and that's about it.
Oh, I know exactly where Leo's going.
Yeah, this is definitely a Death Mountain climb.
Yeah, this is... You go here pretty much as soon as you can.
Yeah, I mean, clearly wanted a little bit of safety in getting up here. Like, I think there's probably some people who feel a little bit more calm, even without the sword on this climb. Leo definitely took it a little bit safe, making sure to get her sword for the sparkle for this climb. But yeah, no, this is like top of the line prize item.
Yeah, and like having a hammer, that's really, it's good enough. But it is slower, most likely, and it's probably not that much of a time loss to just go ahead and do that. And there's our prize, boots.
Yay, booties. Leo getting her spin speed, just gonna have to be a little careful. Gets around those dead rocks and cabbages.
Those cabbages are so rude.
So yeah, Leo's money situation definitely a lot nicer than Freddy's right now. Not a huge deal as long as there's money elsewhere. Leo going for the hover for the book. Okay. And she hits it.
First try.
I will say, like, you and I are, well, full disclosure, Leo and us, like, we are Leo's teammates for League. And, like, you know, there's gonna be a little bit of bias here, but there's also, like, I have to, I don't know about UK's, but, like, there's definitely a feeling of, like, pride seeing that, because, like, she is overjoyed to hit that hover. Like, for those of you who don't know, like, she is coming off...
been out of the game.
Yeah, she's coming off of a surgery, a pretty major one, with her wrists. So, like, to see her going for the hover and just being, like, you know, really testing it, feels good.
Yeah. That's a punishing hover, too. If you fall for it, you lose a good chunk of time for not a ton of time saved, really.
No.
But it is nice to just be able to hop right over and grab the thing.
So what are we getting out of here? This is Pendant Desert, and we don't have the ability to beat this dungeon. And
I was going to say, I haven't looked. Well, there's the prize right there. Sitting on Desert Ledge.
Okay.
You know, just a nice little crystal ball.
Yeah. Rat turd, crystal ball, whatever you want to call it. Apparently we are not done here. Agina, of all places. Actually, this one's an interesting pickup. I'm very curious what the purpose is on this one.
Oh, that's
right?
Fun. That's fun.
Oh. We do need this.
Yeah?
Yeah. We need to turn in that mushroom. That is not just like a safety. That's actually a required shroom.
Oh, yeah, no, we do.
Yeah.
We definitely need that.
The only problem is that the mushroom turn-in, to be honest, like, mushroom to Zoraledge is really quite a slow run.
Yeah.
We're going to be in Village of Outcasts. And, like, being in Village of Outcasts, we can definitely save more time getting the Peg Sword and the Mireshed Sword. Like,
Yeah.
maybe there's a world where, like, our runners are thinking, like, let me be extra safe and get the Butter Sword. But that's a lot to ask, I think. We're going to have to be a little careful down to 2 hearts.
Down to crab sniping range. That's always scary.
I was going to say, and that was really terrifying.
That was
and
really scary.
Yeah, and you were like, nope, nope.
It's like, nope, nope, nope.
Nope, nope. But there is our bow. Nice.
So that gives us 2 crystals we can beat already. It looks like this is going to be a Thieves Town play. And
Yeah, we got a couple of things that we
or some combination of items in here.
Yeah, we will. There are 2 items we really do want out of Village of Outcasts here. So this is going to be a good play. Nice knowledge play there.
Yeah, magic grab there.
Yep. Real heads up. But yeah, C-Shape House and Brewery, both with items. And this is why Hammer Pegs is going to be definitely one of our swords, by the way.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like,
Yeah, no,
there's
I
your
just saw
myths.
Yeah,
So easy to
you're
go
skipping
after
the
the...
sword.
Yep. Nice. That's a very good free blue goo.
Yeah.
Like, there's your comfort for a little bit.
And just having a bottle through the seed, like even if you never end up using it, it's just comforting and nice to know it's there, and it lets you play a little bit more aggressive.
Hey, Case, and guess what safety we're definitely getting tonight?
Bug net.
I was going to say, we could, but no, half magic.
Okay. I just know I saw the bug net, and I know what we're going to be getting soon, so it's definitely a possibility.
We're actually going to get another safety here in Thieves.
Powder.
No.
Okay. Cape.
I don't think we're getting powder today.
Oh no, this is going to be a nice safety.
Yeah, this one coming up.
Yep.
Leo's just going to have to be a little careful here.
Don't pet the vermin.
Yes, do not pet the crickets. They're mean, and they will do 2 hearts of damage on green mail. Ooh. But there we go. Now she's out of Oko.
Still dangerous.
Oh yeah, very much so.
Freddy is in a little bit, like, I want to say more dangerous situation, but also kind of the same.
Yeah, he's in Oko, but he'll stay in Oko after getting the blue mail.
Yeah.
That was his last bomb, by the way.
I
would have picked up those
two
pots.
bombs right there.
Yeah, the 2 pots in that room are both bomb pots. Like, that would have been a really heads-up play.
Yeah,
I mean, Leo's down to 2 bombs, but
being able to just get a couple here and there is real nice.
Hey, it's Sheik.
It is Sheik. Well,
did you know Sheik was Zelda? Spoilers?
What?
I know.
Oh.
And that was the big worry.
That death, yeah. That's unfortunate. I don't think he already bombed the attic at least, right?
Yes, he did. Well, he bombed the attic and got his blue mail. So, like, he's at least he's halfway through. He was heading down towards the basement. He died in the 2 red Zizak Patrick Star room.
If there's a ideal... Be careful, Leo. If there's an ideal place to die in Thieves Town, that's probably about as close as you're going to get. How about that blue goo? Coming in handy.
Oh! Leo taking a death as well, unfortunately. And is she going to give this another shot? It looks like she is. I will say, I think, given the knowledge we have about that Master Sword, I feel like you should go get that Master Sword and go in with full health.
For beams.
Yeah. But here we go. Second try at blind.
This
is a tough fight.
Easy fight. Unscripted.
No. I would stay down towards the bottom here. Let blind come to you instead of working the top.
It's tough to be in the top here.
Unfortunate. Just as Freddy is into the blind fight as well. Could have a quick swap of the lead here, really.
Yeah.
Leo's been playing better overall, I think, but those blind deaths are not helpful. Like, that's really rough for her.
She had a pretty significant lead going in, and even really the second attempt was still ahead. But I think that's largely due to Freddy's death as well. But Freddy getting the fight on the first try and takes first blood with the first crystal.
Yep. Luckily, like, Leo will have to come back to Village of Outcasts. Like, we have a Skull Woods that we have to beat. We have to beat Thieves Town. We have a flute to activate eventually. So, like, not the worst situation.
Yeah. And there's nothing of value on the boss, so I think this is just something you say, oh well, you eat the time and you just come back later when you're better equipped.
Yep. You know, it's really just, you know, gotta shake off the nerves and the tilt of that whole moment.
Yeah.
But it looks like Leo is heading towards Pod and Eastern at this point. It wouldn't be a Leo seed without a pendant pod having something.
Well, you know, if Thieves Town doesn't go your way, you go to your home dungeon.
Yeah, you go home. I will say, Leo will have picked up, like, there's little things with the execution elsewhere that are going to help. It really is kind of a slow play. Mm-hmm. The way Freddy did it with not doing hammer dashes, so there's little stuff there.
That's a good time save, dashing through those pegs versus hitting them one at a time.
We're not missing a ton of stuff, honestly, for Go mode in this seed.
Really not. Right, when you take out the... So we need a flute. We need to get Quake. We know where that is.
Yep.
I don't think we've said. And looks like flippers and a fire rod is going to be the last.
And a Samaria.
And a Samaria. So yeah, we still need a good chunk. I'd say we're about a little over halfway there, though. And being that pot is a pendant, there's definitely going to be something in here of value.
I will say, I just took a look. There is a bit of an issue here for Leo with this blind problem.
Okay.
Pyramid fairies required.
Oh no.
Yeah.
So it's going to need to be something that gets back to probably after Eastern.
So the issue here is that Cane of Samaria is on Dark Death Mountain in Hookshot Cave.
Okay.
Flute is in Ice Palace.
Okay.
Fire Rod is in Hyrule Castle. So there's a lot of like interplay between all these elements right now, and Bombos isn't going to happen.
Right.
So like if we're going to do ice, you need to get that Fire Rod. But if you want to make other stuff better, like getting to Pyramid Fairy, like there's a world where like I could
if
see...
you have to get into Hyrule Castle, like pairing that with Big Bomb seems like that would be a nice, convenient way to route that.
Yeah, no, that's probably the best for best routing, but unfortunately, like Leo doesn't have that option right now.
Yeah.
Like she'd have to go back for Thieves. And like the cape was available in pod to kind of make her life a little easier, but it was way deep.
More deep in the back.
Yeah, and unfortunately burn is not much better.
Oh yeah, it's in the big chest, so you also got to get the big key.
Yeah, that's way too much effort. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a huge commitment.
And Burna in ice, so that's not even an option either.
I thought Leo had salvaged that.
Yeah.
That was so close to a cleanup.
That is first crystal for Leo. We'll see how she tries to salvage this right now. This is kind of a big question mark, is how she's going to adapt this route. And it looks like she just might go straight in back into blind.
Like that might be what she has to do.
Yeah. Kaysden, what do you think about buying a red potion here in CAC before going in?
I would like it. Like, you're already doing a double dip of a dungeon. I'm going to assume she's doing the fight off script still.
Yeah.
Like I think buying it would be smart, just to have that extra health.
I will say, watching
that's happening.
Watching the two side by side, Leo is not far behind.
No.
Okay, this is really heads up. I did take a look. Kakariko Village actually had some heart available.
Okay.
And apparently some money.
Yeah, I mean, you're bombing the wall, you might as well open that. Doesn't even matter what's inside at that point.
So 2 extra heart containers. You know, I'm sure she's really displeased, but, you know, or was thinking about getting those later. But that does really help her with the blind fight. Really, she's just this little bit behind. Like, I think this is better than it looked.
Yeah, it seems like it's worse than it is. I think she is still behind, but it's not as far as you would think for having 2 blind deaths.
Yeah.
The good thing about this is, you know, getting back to the boss doesn't take all that much time.
Yeah.
And we
Thieves
are
Town is
going into
definitely
the
one of
fight
our
here
shortest
with sword
dungeons.
beams, which is going to help significantly.
Yep. Just you dodge around, you try to keep these beams as long as possible. By the way, if you are learning the game and are unsure, what the? That was a weird frame rule.
Just ALTTP things.
Yep. If you get into a blind fight and you do lose the scripted fight and need to get the scripted fight back, by the way, if you re-rescue the maiden, you can put yourself back on script.
And Leo cleaning up that fight, probably about the way she wanted the first refight to go.
Yeah. And that's the thing. I think you and I said it, like, she should have probably gotten that Master Sword and full health to do beam strats. So
Yeah.
a little unfortunate that she kind of tunnel visioned the fight itself, but she's back on track.
Too, like, going out to get that Master Sword, it takes time, and you're racing. You're trying to do things as fast as possible. And, like, committing to that time, if it saves you time of dying, it's faster.
Yep.
But if it doesn't, then, you know, you're a little tough. So I think now we're getting a pretty good view of what the separation actually is. It's just basically this pyramid fairy run is the difference between them.
Yeah. Freddy already into Hyrule Castle for the Fire Rod. So I don't know why you're going that way, Leo.
Leo, you can't do this. This doesn't work.
Yep, there we go. There's the realization.
There's the realization. We have not killed Aga.
And that's the thing, like, she has, on an execution standpoint, there's definitely time to spare. The problem is how much time to spare.
Yeah, and in a short mode like Spoiler, like, there's not a lot of wiggle room, so.
There's the Fire Rod for Freddy.
I wonder what we're getting from... Ooh, a free bluegill. That's nice.
Yeah. Leo. And there's, yep.
There's
the unforced errors are the really... This is really what's biting her right now, is like... She's like, I need to go back into Hyrule Castle.
Yeah, and this is... I guarantee you this is the tilt that's causing this. Like, when you die to blind, like, it's on your mind. I know Leo well enough, like, she's not watching, so she probably doesn't have any idea where Freddy's at, but you got to imagine that you start thinking the worst.
Curious, where was the small key in Hyrule Castle? Oh, it was in the back. Okay.
Yeah, it's not worth grabbing.
Another Heart and Super Bunny. This is a very, like, safe seed.
Yeah. Like, there's a lot of hearts that are pretty freely available.
But yeah, like there's a lot of little things I'm noticing over on Freddy's side that Leo can capitalize on still. Freddy climbing up Super Bunny Cave, like there's with that mirror, he could have block deleted and that would have made that a lot cleaner. That exit of Super Bunny at the top, like that was just a little, I don't want to call it bad, it's just like a lot of extra dashes. So those are things that like aren't gonna necessarily flip the race, but it's little bits and pieces, one after another, that can continue to build her momentum back in.
Does Freddy still have his original blue goo? I think he does.
I think so
I don't think
too. I
he's
didn't think he
used it.
spent it.
Okay, yeah, he does. So they'll be on even ground here heading into ice.
Although Leo's heading to ice without Samaria.
That's interesting.
Compass chest is the big key. Yeah. Map chest is the chest we need, so this is definitely a Samaria, like this is an icebreaker seed. A good icebreaker seed at that.
I mean, if you have Samaria available and you're clearing Ice Palace, it's an icebreaker.
Like, you have to climb the mountain. You have to climb the mountain at least once. And she's bailing.
She's realized she got a step ahead of herself.
Kays, do you think this is worthwhile?
At this point, once you're in ice, I think you have to stay and just...
I think she had to commit.
Do the thing. Yeah, like going the swim there, the mirror transitions, the first couple of rooms, like you've already committed a minute plus. Like how much, yes, icebreaker saves a lot, but I don't think it's much more than a minute. So at that point, I think you're better off just doing the IPBJ route.
Yeah. Freddy coming up on his cold stare fight. And unfortunately, Leo burning her blue potion.
Yeah, that's not ideal. Already dropping into a fight. This is not the hardest fight, but it's not the safest. We don't have bombos to break the shell early. We'll see if he does any sword beam dupes here.
Goes with some good dupes there, but unfortunately decides to push Cold to the right. If you're going to do sword beam dupes, you want to push him or dupes into fire rod splash hits. You really want to do that in the direction of the left.
This is getting very hectic very quickly.
Yeah, I'm a little worried here. But he doesn't look like he wants to spend it, and this is Oko territory to the Puffs.
It is, yeah. This is where you start getting a little concerned. We got one puff down. That's usually...
Oh, and that's really rough.
This just became a race again.
Yep.
Just like that.
And I swear Freddy still had a blue goo.
I swear he did too.
Okay, nothing really here in Hera, so this is just a quick kill for Leo. Freddy is going to be able to go activate his flute. When he comes back to Ice Palace, he will have Tempered Sword.
Yeah, and that's going to make a difference for sure.
By the way, that half magic I was talking about, it's on Cold Stare.
That was a heads up poke there by Leo. She noticed when she jumped in. got a poke, and if you don't get a second poke, you're going to send him into his high speed and rage phase, and nobody enjoys that. It's not fun.
So Freddy gonna turn in that mushroom finally. Hopefully. Oh, I misread which tablet that was on.
You know, Bombos, Ether, they're pretty much the same. Right?
I think this is Leo getting a potion real quick.
Yeah. Yeah, this is almost certainly a potion run.
I will say this is so Freddy's gonna go for Swamp Palace. On the plus side, there is a crystal dungeon that will refill his magic. On the negative side, I think he should have at least gotten that sword out of Mire Shed before coming here.
Yeah, no, I completely
like even if you
agree
can't
with
do
that.
Mire, you get the sword before Swamp.
Yeah, like all that costs you as a mirror transition. That's you can save that amount.
Like there was the full magic
Argus.
too.
So I had a thought as Leo was picking up her mushroom prize, and I missed it, but I assume a blue goo.
Yeah.
Would it make sense to just run over to the portal
To get back to ice?
Quit? Yeah.
Oh man, maybe.
Because you have full health, which she got full health. She had to pick up the 3 pots in Link's house to do that with the save and quit. Like, I don't know if it would be any faster, but it's an interesting thought. Mr. Angry Pants, yes, the flute is an ice palace.
Yeah, Leo dipped, but when she realized she didn't have Samaria, she bailed.
Yeah, she seems to have settled down though after the mishaps, so hopefully.
Yeah, there's like this is one of those
sign
things
moving
is you
forward.
have a game plan, and if the game, like as soon as you have an error that kind of sends you off your route, it can really throw you.
And I think that's doubly true in Spoiler, where like your route is so heavily fixed with what you're planning to do that when you have to start making audibles, it's, you know, it's not like with Rando where you can just say, oh, I'll buy forever. It's like if you're leaving, you know you're leaving something behind.
Yep.
So it's a very different kind of mentality.
I swear there was something in the swamp. Oh, there is. Okay. I will say Swamp before Mire makes a lot of sense in this seed.
Well, if you're saying that, that tells me it's got to be silvers.
Yeah. Free
Even
silvers,
that being
folks.
the case, I think getting the Tempered Sword first
Yeah.
would be worthwhile.
This fight's going to be really ugly, unfortunately, for Freddy. Like
there
no
are
magic.
strats with the Master Sword on Argus that can be very competitive, but they are not easy, and I've not seen a lot of people that know how to do them.
Yeah.
But
Like I'm generally like a
Tempered
2-cycle
Sword is
Argus with
pretty
Master.
straightforward. Yeah. And even that's somewhat dependent on like his movement patterns. If he does those fast, long moves, it could easily be a 3 or 4 cycle.
Leo will have to burn her potion. I would have said burn it after though.
Yeah, get some
like I would have put
first.
Yeah.
I think her thought here is doing the potion lets her fire beam dupe, so realistically it's probably not going to make much of a difference.
Part of it is timing. I know Leo is very much a timing person.
Yes.
Like the timings she knows she will hit.
Yeah.
So like her being able to do the dupes from the start is really more comfortable for her. Whereas like I'm somebody who's just like I'll do whatever. So
Leo getting Cold Stare down.
And there's her half. I was about to say Leo.
There's your half magic. You know, the thing you probably wanted just a few seconds ago.
I was a little worried when I saw that save come up. But meanwhile, Freddy did get through that Argus fight pretty effectively. Unfortunately, just really annoying with only Master Sword.
Yeah. Leo's going to go activate her flute. We'll see if she's going to grab that tempered sword before heading off somewhere else or not.
It's hard. Like, at least she has magic for the end of Argus.
Right. I still think you just have to grab it. Like, when you're grabbing the sword, the sooner you get it, the more value you can get out of it. Right?
Yeah. By the way, Leo is up a crystal right now.
He is indeed up a crystal. Yeah, that
and
ice
she's
death is really showing kind of the different levels of punishment that different bosses have.
Well, I'm not going to say Freddy's out of it because Swamp versus Ice is roughly even. Like, they are both longer dungeons.
Yeah. I don't know how much I like doing Skull here. For the same reason as Ice. Like, not getting the Tempered Sword first. Tempered Sword is massive on Moth. Like,
I think she's looking at this as, like, half magic as enough.
It is. Like, I think from a safety perspective, it's fine. It's just the tempered strategies can, like, you've seen how fast Moth can go down. If you get a good movement pattern, Moth can just be gone in the blink of an eye. We're seeing the rarely seen Fishbone Room over on
Yeah, I was going to say, you know, there is a tournament going on where the Fishbone Room is relevant, but this isn't that tournament.
It's relevant and a big pain to figure out how to route.
That was a scary fight, but Leo is through it.
Yeah, that last hit coming in at just the right time, but Moth really was eating a ton of fire rod shots there, just happening to bump into
Interesting.
spikes and saying no.
So that is a really annoying chest in Mire for the big key. I don't like that route going to Fishbone to get the switch hit, though.
I must have missed it while I was watching the fight. What did Freddy do here?
So Freddy went to Fishbone Room just to hit the switch.
Okay.
Because he wanted to get the map chest for Mire Big.
Interesting. Without having to grab a small key, I'm assuming?
I mean, you had to get the small key to go through the door in Spike Room, so...
Well, there's the pot key there.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm torn on that. I don't think that saves any time.
Telethar in chat, thank you. Telethar saying it's about a second slower. See? Perfect timing,
I guessed
Telethar.
it was more than that, so 1 second is kind of not a big deal.
Yeah.
It's 1 second.
So Leo into Swamp Palace, she did not pick up the sword. I think the fact that she's got the half magic makes her feel comfy enough.
Yeah.
Like, it'll be a little annoying to get through phase 1, but phase 2 will be nice and easy with that fire rod half magic. So she is just taking a beating by Paper Cut Dungeon right now, and she is not happy. Like, this is one of those moments you're just like, no, leave me alone.
Stop it.
But Freddy did get that Meyer kill, so he's back in it. He's got the kill. He's got Tempered Sword. He's going back for that ice play. That is his next dungeon. He's got the 3 he needs to do are all 3 that Leo has.
Yeah, it's really interesting to see just how, like, kind of opposite their routes have been. So I know Swamp has a, we call it Paper Cut Dungeon for a reason. I will give it credit though that it at least gives you a ton of hearts to pick up to recover.
Yeah, there are a lot of pots
very
for help
right along the way.
So Freddy going through there's his ice break.
This is just going to be a real quick run through the dungeon.
Yep. Unfortunately, it's about as long as the run is normally. Like, you don't have to pick up stuff and the doors are already open, but...
Yeah, no, it's still a kind of a known quantity amount of time.
There's all the puffs. Yeah, I think Leo is a little high situated for that fire rod combo.
Yeah, if you're when you're up that high, like, you can still do it. It's just you have to adjust your timing just a little bit.
Yeah. And unfortunately, Freddy in a little bit of danger already with this fight.
Well, a lot of danger this time.
Yeah.
Blue goo, so this.
I just wish he had used that blue goo in the first fight. Like, it's,
this race would be very different if he had. So
yeah.
It'd be a lot closer right now.
Yep. I think he still might be ahead.
It's hard to say. Very well could be. Like, there's definite. I've seen a few little inefficiencies and things that could have been done faster here and there, but I don't know if it's enough that he would have fallen behind either. Like, even small things like Leo not grabbing that 50 rupees and pushing the extra blocks. It's not a lot of time, but all of these little things add up. 4 seconds here, 2 seconds there. You know, you can make up.
Well, and I will say, like, Leo has done at least, what, 2 or 3 potion pit stops?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I get why she's making them. Like, she's, that's her comfort for this, but it's a lot of time. So, but, Kaze, you and I know this adage quite well. If you have safeties, use them.
I mean, you guys have given me how much crap for not. Like, I've had a problem, and I think I've gotten better about it, but it's like anytime you die with a potion in your pocket, like, it doesn't feel good. It's like, that didn't have to happen.
Right.
And you can be headstrong and be like, but I can do this, I can finish this, and sure, maybe you can, probably you can. But what if you don't? If you use the safety, you will. And, you know, sometimes the sure thing is better than the gamble. Okay, so the timing transitions in Meyer has been updated from 1 to 3 seconds. Either way, that's less than I would have guessed.
I will say the unfortunate part here for what Leo's doing is she's going to spend this key here, and then she's probably going to have to go back to left side to get to Vidi, unless, is this a small key? It is, I guess. Okay.
It is. I still would have gone from the top to save the health and save the key.
Yeah.
Like that's.
She's got powder.
She has powder. She has silvers. Like it's fine, but I probably would have wanted to do that.
But Freddy gets through the moth fight only down to 2 hearts. He's got 7 hearts to Leo's 9. Leo also has powder, so Leo's been picking up the safeties a little bit.
Yeah, she's definitely picked up a couple more safeties, and what it's going to do is honestly just let her be a little bit more aggressive.
So Freddy's first onto the mountain, but he does have Hera left.
Yeah,
this is going to be Crystal 7 for Leo. It's close. Yep.
Yeah, this is very close right now. I will say, Leo has one thing that's in her advantage right now.
Yeah?
She has 18 arrows to 3.
Yeah.
Like, it shouldn't be a problem for Freddy. Like, there's probably either some arrows along the way, or as long as you play your cards right doing the mimic stuff, it should be fine. But
well, and what I'll tell you is we have a very early big key that will not get us arrows. We got everybody's favorite big key location.
Oh, joy.
Yeah.
Is it their actual favorite, or is it Twitch chat's favorite?
Twitch chat favorite.
Oh, okay. That's where I figured you were going with that.
No, I'm not gonna be serious. Like, we're not getting Bob's torch for the big key. We're getting the other favorite.
Hope Room is clearly superior.
Yeah, you're right. Hope Room is the best, but we're not getting the Hope Room.
Yeah, because I mean, Bob's torch can't give a big and small key in the same room. It just can't be done.
Yes, early but not fast, as our tracker Iceman says.
And there's a nice arrow drop for Freddy.
But he picked it up mid-air. Very smart.
This. Good
yeah.
mirror. Using the bread pot setup for Hera Pot, I've noticed it's a lot more forgiving as far as pickups go, where it doesn't always knock you the wrong way compared to some of the older setups. But it's just,
you know what's the most forgiving?
The risk of the time.
Days?
What's that?
Hook speed.
If you get it first try.
Even second or third is still faster, isn't it?
I don't know that it is. Like, second, maybe third, I'm pretty sure by that point it's a wash. I know for me, like, I can do both. I'm just not consistent with the hook speed, so I don't bother.
Yeah.
I'll take the one that I know exactly how long it's going to take me.
Okay, so Leo heading over to left side. We do need at least a small key. I'm going to guess she's going to get this key off the torch and the pot key, and then, yeah, she's going to mirror. There is a heart container in DM room. Like, if you were really worried, but she's at 9 hearts blue with powder. Like, I think this...
mirror block here?
No, this should be safe still. It's actually a very forgiving spot.
Okay. more than it looks.
Yeah. But yes, folks, we have a tile room big key tonight.
And yet, it's going to be our second check.
And while it looks like it's really, really close right now because they're both in tile room, Freddy will have to hit left side GT before he can start his climb. I did take a look. There are no small keys in the climb for this seed.
Let's see Freddy running out, just opening chests. I wonder if he didn't get around to checking for small keys. I was just hoping there would be one there.
Yeah, that's a distinct possibility.
You know, that's a big part of setting up your route. Like, the more complete of a route you're able to make yourself in the time allotted, the better you're going to do.
Yep. So Leo first into the gauntlet here. Freddy is about to start his climb on 4 hearts. Leo on 3 right now. It's down to 2. I was going to say, are we going to go for some hook dupes? No, she's just going to pick up the hearts. And she is going to spam that fire rod.
No, that's one of those things I used to do before I started learning NMG strats more, is if I had half magic, just spam fire rod in the climb. I really got to do it more. Like, it's fast.
It can be. The problem is like you have an enemy like the Zizak that doesn't, like, the burn animation for a Zizak is very slow.
Yeah,
like if you're doing it on,
want to do it as a kill for a room transition, but like the Stalfos that don't have a burn, it can be good.
Leo forget she had silvers, or does she just not like silver landmo?
I'm not sure.
But she is through the gauntlet, so
I know she does like that strat.
Yeah, and Iceman pointing out, like, she did powder, so it kind of makes sense. I'm just still a little surprised.
Yeah, and Freddy using this ether he picked up, so it very well may have been an intentional pickup. And with some of those, like, Stalfos rooms, I can see how it could save time, because sometimes they just know exactly where to go to get away from you.
Freddy getting the 1 cycle with the silvers. Nicely done. Definitely saved time on Leo there, but I don't know, like, his use of ether might have been slower though. Like, so the gauntlet could have been a wash between the two of them.
Bill picking up a couple extra arrows.
That looked like 10 to me.
10, couple, same thing.
She had 13.
It was 10.
I think we can call that fluff.
Yeah, only need 4. Maybe 5 just as a just in case.
But Freddy on to Torches 2 as Leo is through the last real room in the game before Aga 2. And I can see the exhaustion like on her face right now. It is like that, and the hand stretches.
Yeah, the hand stretches, the exhaustion, the mental
Yeah.
drain of having multiple deaths in a seed. Like it's a lot. I think we're one hit away on Leo's side. Well,
And there we
that
go.
was going to be a triple. Wow.
Yeah. Adding the bonk count.
Always got to pad the bonk count. We'll see if we can get an idea here. Leo's going to land on the pyramid at 5914.
Into phase 2.
Not quite getting the 2-in-1. Freddy landing at 1:14:56 looked like. So good 40 or so seconds. Is that about right?
Yeah.
Trying to math on the fly here.
But Leo is
moving on to
through.
phase 3.
Yep.
Through the brunt of the fight. Freddy also not getting the 1-in-1. So no time saved there.
But that is silver number 4 into Ganon. That is going to end this race for Leo. Definitely not loving her, loving the run by the looks of it, but she is going to be able to take this race, and there we go. Leo finishing in first with a time of 1:16:01 in the race time, so about a 1:01:01 after removing the 15-minute study period. Yep. Freddy not far behind though.
Gotta be careful there.
Yeah, luckily he did not pull the direction.
Not push a button.
Yep. But that is a dead pig for freddyn3k, and he will be crossing the bridge. And Freddy finishes with an official race time of 1:16:44, so a 1:01:44 without the study time. And we'll see if we can get our runners in to chat.
Like Leo is just about on her way here.
Hello, gamer. GG.
Hello, GG. I am tilted beyond all reason. I am angry at myself. But
I mean, we could see your face a lot.
Uh-huh. Yeah, no, I wasn't hiding it. I tried to do some let's see, how do I want to say this? I tried to do some filtering of the mouthing of words, and at one point I was like, words.
Yep.
Yeah, no, I, like, between blind and forgetting Samaria and, I feel like there is something else in there. Just so many little things. Oh, thinking that I had done Aga and trying to
The big
take
bomb,
the
yeah.
bomb. Yeah, like, I literally, like, that one at least made me laugh. That one, I will grant, at least made me laugh because it was so out there and absolutely ridiculous that, like, who does that? Like, who forgets that they haven't killed Aga? Like, are you kidding me, dude? So no, like, that was just, yeah. Yeah. Anywho, sorry, I started talking and rambling.
No, this
I
is
mean,
fine.
this is your time to talk, so.
Yeah.
Ugh, man. How, I hope things were fun to at least watch?
I mean, it was a compelling race regardless. Your death, Freddy had a death in Thieves Town after bombing the attic,
Mm.
and also had a cold stare death.
Oof.
So, like, and unfortunately, like, on Freddy's side, did not spend the blue potion on that during that cold stare death in the first fight. I think we can say that if he had spent it, this race might have gone the other way.
Yeah.
That's very possible. Like, and thing is, like, I normally don't watch the streams at all. Like, I don't like knowing where my opponent is. I just like to focus in on my gameplay and just go.
Just
I
do your
opened it
thing.
this time. Yeah, I opened it when I got to the GT cutscene.
Okay.
Because I felt that bad about this. Like, I was like, I have no business. Like, I had no business being as like, I can't even say ahead, because, like, from what I was looking at, he got to the mountain before me. I had just already done Hera.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, so you were about a half a Hera, like your times entering and the climb, landing on Pyramid 2 done, stayed roughly about 40 seconds, probably the whole way. I think Freddy was a little bit further behind. He did get a 1 cycle on land mode 2, which probably saved a few seconds.
Yeah.
But other than that, like, it was pretty close.
Right. And that doesn't surprise me, honestly. Like, I had so many goofs that I should have lost this. Like, and I hate to say it like that, but, like, I had so many goofs that added up to so much that I feel like I don't deserve the win, if that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense at all, and maybe
Oh,
it's
it
just
does.
anxiety, but, like,
It does. I think you're probably right on that, is the second part, but, like, I totally understand that feeling, like, when things go wrong. But in a mode like spoiler, like, things can go wrong, and they can
oh
go
yeah,
wrong for you as well as your opponent. And in the case of this race, that's just what happened. Is things went wrong for both of you, but unfortunately for Freddy, that cold stare death is just more punishing than the blind deaths, is what it boils down to.
right. Oh. Yeah, I'm moment of how do I say it, like, emotional, like, sharing or whatever. Like, I don't know how to say this. But I am just really happy that I did not start, like, freaking crying on stream. Because, like, that's how bad I felt. Like, I was so angry. And unfortunately, I'm a freaking angry crier. So, like, then it just spirals, and it's like, I'm just proud of myself for not losing it that much. But I was not okay. I'm
we
still
could
so
definitely
angry.
we could definitely see some tilt in your gameplay after the whole Thieves Town incidents. It seemed like around the time you got to Swamp, you had kind of settled back into focus mode and cleaned up.
I just straight up, like, in my brain told myself, just as bad as this may sound, like, just dissociate and just go. Like, I looked up a couple of safeties. I was like, all right, well, Burno's not happening because that's catfish. That's really out of the way. That's gross. Cape was back in pod. That's not happening.
Yeah, it's all the way in pod behind the big key. We were talking about that.
I was like, that's not happening. So then I think I ended up doing I got the powder off of Ether Tablet, and that was really just because I'd goofed and forgotten the Samaria. I was like, well, I'm on the mountain anyway. Let's just go ahead and beat Hera while we're here. Because it gives me at least something.
Get the powder before going back as well.
Exactly. So, I don't know. I've still got so much D-Rust to do. I can feel how much D-Rust I have to do. I am going to try to be a bit more positive. I'm not out of the tournament, yay. Like, I'm going to focus at least on that a little. I'm going to try to. I don't know. I'm still salty.
No worries.
But yeah, no.
I will say, I checked the race time room. Freddie did post in there saying no interview tonight, so.
Well, if he's catching the end of the restream, GG. Yeah, it was close. Closer than, yeah, like, it was close, and I don't feel comfortable with anything anymore. I need to get good again. I miss it. But yeah, no. Shout outs really quickly to Rick for rolling just a gem, I guess. Like, it wasn't that bad of a seed, actually. It was just weird. It was more weird. But yes, something. We got a Rick roll.
You did indeed get Rickrolled.
I don't know if that counts as Rickrolling other people in chat, but I'm gonna pretend it does because that's funnier. Because we can't play the song right now. Anyway, yeah. I'm just rambling at this point.
Okay. Well, if you got nothing else, then I'll start finishing up.
Please do.
So, last race of the night for our little spoiler tournament here. We do have a race scheduled for tomorrow at 5:15 Eastern Time between Shady Force and Windblown Leaf. That is a lower bracket round 2 matchup, so loser of that race will be gone. We do not yet have a channel for it. Hopefully, we do get one assigned. We also need some people to talk during that one, so if people are available, we would really appreciate it. As I did say at the start, this was an elimination race. Freddie is unfortunately now out of the spoiler tournament. Leo, your next opponent will be Fibonacci.
Yep.
So you will see more of these lower bracket matches in the coming weeks or days, week, whatever. So we're going to start losing people from the tournament as we push on towards later rounds. But yeah, but with that, do make sure to give our runners a follow. Links are in the chat for Leo and Freddy. And then once again, thank you, Kazin, for co-comming, as well as Iceman handling the tracking tonight. But yeah, if that's all, then we'll see you later, everybody. I think there's some Super Metroid racing going on other channels, like SM Rando.
Looks like Crystallis on SG3.
Oh, is that it? I thought there was supposed to be like
that's all I see.
Okay, my bad. I thought there was more SM Rando tonight, but maybe not.